hard-hitting questions.
Hit me.
This is podcast number
4
4
of yellow-colored glasses.
Maybe we kind of have it figured out by now.
Or not. After the episode.
You guys got it.
We're doing it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So today we have a special guest with a local business here in Pleasant Hill. I will actually let her introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her role at Royal Contracting. Is that
Roofing and solar.
Roofing and solar?
Royal Roofing and Solar.
Okay.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
It's definitely different. Well, my name is Brooke Sadler, and I am the Executive Vice President at Royal Roofing and Solar. I kind of have 25 different hats if I want to guess in the company. At the moment, I am kind of taking over the role of estimating for our guys, and we're trying out a new position. It's an inside sales position. So I'm kind of going to be the guinea pig for that and see what we're going to do with it as we grow and expand. I think we need to incorporate that role. So,
Pretty cool. So what is Royal Roofing and Solar? What do you guys do?
we are a roofing and solar company. We do exteriors such as like windows, siding, gutters, and we do have a new product. It's a rejuvenation product. The roof rejuvenation, to be exact.
Okay.
Which, do you want to hear a little about that?
I do. As much as
Tell me more.
you have available to you.
So pretty much as Lonnie Branson, who came up with this, said, it is a roof Botox. Pretty much right in the name. We go in and we do any repairs needed to the roof. We will do a cleaning to it, and then we will spray it with a rejuvenation product. It puts the pliability back into it. It makes it look brand new pretty much. It does add 5 to 10 years to the roof's life.
So we were kind of talking, Brooke has already kind of filled us in on the roof rejuvenation process and all of that. And I kind of want to educate as much as you can to the audience. What exactly does it do to the roof?
So pretty much puts the oils back into the shingles. It helps the adhesion of the roof. It helps the pliability of your shingles. It definitely makes it look better. You can take an 18-year-old roof and make it look like it's 5 years old.
What does the ideal client look like?
Well, we will do a 19-point inspection on the roof. It has to have at least 60% granules present. It can only have one layer of shingles. Anybody who has like algae growing on the roof, if your roof is just old and looks old, you're the perfect client. We prefer for it to not have damage to the roof.
Okay.
And then that automatically excludes you from being accepted into being a potential client for the rejuvenation.
Okay, very nice. So tell us a little bit more about Royal Roofing. When did it start? When did you guys branch out into the solar department? So kind of a background.
Royal Roofing and Solar, which we were previously known as Royal Contracting, started in 2011.
So I wasn't completely crazy.
No, you were right there. Because we actually rebranded about a year ago to Royal Roofing and Solar when we did add our solar division. So about a year ago is when we added it. 6 months, it took about 6 months to almost a year before that to get us up to date to actually bring out our solar division part of it. So I started 4 years ago in April. So I've been there for 4 years. We have quite a few of our guys that they're our veterans of our company. We've had somebody who's been there since Austin started in 2011. And then I think it goes me at 4 years, and then we have a couple other guys who have been there for 3 to 4 years as well.
I didn't realize you had been there that long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you start at that role, or have you kind of escalated into this role?
So I started as a receptionist.
Okay.
And then I went into marketing, and then I went into writing scopes rewriting scopes for agencies for the roof. And then it's just taken off since there.
Nice.
Very
So
awesome.
I've hit every aspect, I guess, in the company.
That's
now
awesome.
you're the executive vice president.
Sure am.
I remember when that announcement came out. Was that like a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I never thought I would see myself in a roofing company, but here I am,
Hey, rocking it.
trying to kill it.
So you're in a roofing and solar company that is very forward thinking, very advanced technology or treatments or procedures that you're doing for your clients. What are the plans moving forward outside of that? Do you guys have any plans to, acquire more locations?
Yes. So we have we have 2 locations in Pleasant Hill and then 1 in Warsaw.
Okay.
We have a storefront that we are looking at. We have an office front that we're looking at in Knob-Noster.
Okay.
We're looking at one in Olathe. We have I think we plan to add 5 more office fronts.
Okay, very cool.
That's awesome.
So growth, for sure,
Yes.
is in the future. Part of
Yeah.
your aspirations.
Yeah.
And that's for the roofing side. Our solar side is nationwide. We
Okay.
can install anywhere.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Good to know. So anybody watching from anywhere,
That's pretty cool.
Royal Roofing and Solar. I'm still going to say contracting.
I do it too all the time. I'm like, no, we rebranded.
Why did you guys do a rebrand?
Because it was Royal Contracting Solutions. It didn't really, and then we were going to do our sister company and then do a whole different company for the solar side. But then we figured, why don't we just incorporate both into one name?
More specific and tells people what you do.
Yeah,
And-
for
in the
sure.
name.
Yeah.
And being the only roofing company that does roofing and solar around here, definitely wanted to make that present in our name, that
Yeah.
we both do roofing and solar.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. This company started in 2011. Since you have been in all of your roles, because you've been in several different positions, what kind of struggles have you guys faced? And on the tail end of that, what have been some, what's the word I'm looking for? What are some successes
Yeah.
that you've seen?
Struggles and successes that,
Yeah.
that the company has.
Yeah, definitely with our growth that we've had over, the past year, it's crazy. We've seen some situations of either we just can't find good workers. I'm going to be completely honest with that. But with the growth, we've noticed that we don't have plans in action. They came from a different company. Do you guys have this for us? No, we don't. Because we've been rolling with 6 people. And now we're at 30. We don't have SOPs for everything. We don't have an HR, which that's why we're fine with that, because we love our company, and that's why we've grown the way we do, is because we kind of let the freedom happen. It would definitely just be structure. We don't have certain structure that other people have had from their company, because once we've grown so quick, we've been trying to figure out how to accommodate for everybody, and that's something that we're trying to figure out. We might be way ahead in our products, but definitely we've been sitting down this last couple months, probably 5 months, to get structure set in stone for the company. So
Has that been difficult?
yes. It is. It's a lot of management meetings, a lot of hard talks, because we have to call each other out.
Yeah, and you can't, I think in those conversations, there's a realization that you just can't please everybody.
No.
You can't, so.
And we're trying to have it it has to fit the Royal, it has to fit Royal. So everything we do is based off of Royal. We want everybody to make sure that we are putting out that good name, so we're building everything around that, because we want to be...
You want a good representation for your company.
And we want our brand to show it.
Yes.
We want to see if you have it on your shirt, we know exactly, or even if you don't have it on your shirt. If you're out inspecting a roof and it's on a Saturday morning and you're wearing a t-shirt, I bet he works for Royal, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We just want everybody to follow that. When it comes to successes, we've put some really, really, really amazing people in the perfect position that they needed to be in. We've changed our positions up quite a bit to try to figure out where everybody fits in.
Right.
And we've brought in a new sales manager because we never really had one of those.
Yeah.
But now with multiple guys running around, somebody has to do it. He's brought a lot of great information to our company. So he's one of our biggest successes. The solar, I mean, that
Bringing
was a
on more
struggle.
products.
Yes,
Yeah.
but oh my goodness, the solars came way roundabout for us. And then the rejuvenation, I'm just excited about that.
Yeah, yeah. So in your pursuit of finding the right position for the right people, what do you look for there, if anything?
It's more of observing them
Okay.
when they're in their other position, and then what is it that they could do better?
Yeah.
Instead of, we don't believe in firing people.
Yeah.
Let's try a
I
different
like
route.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this
Yeah.
because I am so into this concept of why waste our precious time focusing on weaknesses. Like, let's just capitalize on everybody's strengths. Let's just make our strengths better. And I'm not saying completely ignore
Yeah.
weaknesses, address them, but let's put the majority of our time and effort into our strengths.
And then feed on them.
Yeah, and how can we take those strengths and put them into a position?
Yeah.
And this goes for you guys and for us. We've kind of actually been through some of the same growing pains just in our first year of, okay, now whose role is what?
Yeah.
What is this person supposed to be doing? Like, what is their role within the business? And creating those positions and figuring out, like, because even us hiring 2 new people within our first year, there was a lot of change and structure and figuring out exactly who is in what area. So I feel like Michaela and I and the rest of the agency can relate to that a lot.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I want to know, because as it sounds like you've probably brought on way more than what we have thus far. And so as one of the owners, I want to know insight on what you're looking at and what you're looking for.
It's mostly we take how they behave to situations, like their emotion to it. Did they get upset? Did they not? Did they overcome it and run with it? That's something that puts them automatically into a management position. And it comes to organization. How are they organized? How do they make their phone calls? How do they handle other team members?
Yeah.
That's kind of the roundabout way, but we do go more in depth about how much work are they going to put in, how much effort, and then if we give them a task, how great did they do it? We'll throw them a random task. It might be one of my jobs. Can you go do this for me?
Yeah.
We'll see how they handle it, and if they handle it great, that's something that we can look at.
I like looking at figure out ability. It's not a word probably, but I just made it up.
Hey, it works. We know what you're saying.
I like it.
So if I give Susie Q task A, did she figure it out? Did she come up with a solution? You know what I mean?
Or did she go ask somebody else for help? Which is fine. Everybody needs
There's
help.
nothing wrong with that.
But or did she sit there and figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something else.
Yeah.
So that's
so good. That's good insight to have. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So those are struggles, successes.
Yep.
I'm sure I feel like the struggles are very much tied hand in hand with the successes.
they do, and they lead to our successes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the struggles we're figuring out. So we're on the road to success. I mean, we have been, but with these new roles and new members that we brought in, I mean, I think that's our biggest success is realizing where we're at fault right now, like where we need help, and we're bringing in help.
That's great.
Or like I said, we're
acknowledging that.
switching people to try to do this, and then let's switch jobs, see who does it better. I mean, honestly, or who likes it better, who accomplished it better.
So it sounds like you guys have to stay very open. Everybody has to stay very open.
Our management team is, yes, it takes a lot of conversations, a lot of hard conversations that we don't want to have.
Yeah.
So-
Relatable.
Yes. Earlier you said, what did you say? Hard conversations with people. And I kind of, with whatever you're willing to share, what some of those conversations look like.
Well, I believe in, I would rather take the nicest route. Let's sit down. Here's what you guys are doing wrong. What way can I help you to fix that? What can I give you to do that better? What do you think you can do yourself to make that better? And then it's the point of, are you going to give the same effort that I'm going to give to make this better?
Yeah.
If not,
It's
something has to change kind of thing.
It's tough when only one person's working at it versus
And then
both parties.
Exactly. And if we're giving you the tools, if we're helping you, I don't mind even doing it for you. I just need you to ask me. But then also I want you to do it better next time that you do it yourself.
At Warren and Mount's agency, we very much walked into this
Quickly?
We walked into it quickly, and we walked into this with the commitment to open dialogue.
Yep.
Open conversation, and
that's not just amongst us as owners. This is something we showcase to our employees as well from the very beginning is open door type policy, open dialogue.
If there's something you don't like about the company, come tell us.
Yeah.
Let's all figure out a way to change it and make it better.
Yep.
We do the same at Royal because I just don't know why you want it. I mean,
right. I mean, we have to take, and I'm really big on this. I mean, I don't know how much you are, how much you agree or disagree, but I very much think that everything falls back on us as the owners. Everything kind of boils down to being our fault. And so if someone comes to me and says, "Hey, Michaela, I don't think that this process, this procedure, or the way that we're doing this is really working out or is best suited for this company," why? Let's talk about it. Because likely they're in the position to know more than me.
So what processes can we put in place to make it better, more seamless, more efficient? Whatever needs to be done in that way.
Yeah. I 1,010% agree on that.
I think that's the direction that businesses are naturally going to. There's not so much of this like rigid organization, like do it my way or get out. That's very rigid, very firm, very aggressive. And I think we're, at least in the conversation with you and maybe some other conversations that I've had, and I'm an obsessed person with books and audio and podcasts and whatever. We're kind of moving into an era where there's consistent open dialogue amongst the owners, amongst the vice presidents, amongst the employees.
Kind of going back on what Brooke said earlier about we don't want to fire people. We just want to figure out solutions. Well, that's where that open dialogue comes into play, because having that conversation and figuring out ways to make it better for the employee in their position, or maybe they need to be in a different role type situation. I really like that concept for sure.
Yeah, and we put it as we're all a family. We are all the same. Nobody's higher than anybody else. So that's just kind of how we roll. Everybody has their own opinion. Let's put it out there. Let somebody else put their own opinion out there. We'll sit down and we have conversations actually every Wednesday. What did we notice this past week?
Say it again. What is it?
Conversations.
Okay.
Every Wednesday we'll have team meetings. Everybody, it's open table. Put it out there.
Okay. I like that. We do the same thing every morning.
We kind of do, like here at the office, we do a rundown on what's expected for the day and how, like what everybody has on their plate, who needs help with what, like do we need to step in, do we need those kinds of things. So we do that every morning at set times. So,
which is good.
I feel like that's critical to keeping everyone afloat, keeping everyone happy, and kind
the
of
happier they are, the better the business runs.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. They'll show up as their best self and then perform as their best self. So that's cool. I like that there's a local company that is operating from it's like a value. Very value.
And very similar to what we've communicated from the beginning as well. So that's nice to know. Like,
was it like that when you started working there?
It's always been the family environment. we haven't always had those family members be present, if you know what I mean. But now we have a team of we're all in to win.
Yeah.
Everybody in our company is there to win.
Yeah.
And that's different from when I started.
Okay.
That's
Valid.
so good. That's so good.
All right, Michaela. What crazy question are we throwing at her?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So last night we were kind of prepping Brooke on just some variable questions that we would ask just so she can kind of prep in her mind what to expect. And I said, and we're going to get into a very serious debate. No, everybody needs to stop smiling.
Not serious at all.
What did I even send in the group? I don't remember.
The hen before the
The chicken before the egg.
Oh.
Okay.
Like,
Yes,
which
I'm
one
gonna
comes
stare
first,
into
the
camera's
egg?
eyeballs. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd never even heard that.
What?
Okay.
Oh, fail.
Because I was so confused. I was like, do what?
Think about it though.
I mean, the egg,
Chicken.
but the chicken had to have the egg.
Yeah. So which
See?
came first?
There's no right or wrong answer.
But is
just
there?
It's just a silly debate.
Well, we're gonna get into it here right now. There's gonna be a smackdown on this table.
I'm ready to fight.
Okay. I don't know. I gotta say the chicken. I gotta say
that's what I was gonna say.
I gotta say the chicken, personally. But I had the chicken.
All right, then I'll throw a little sidewinder. I'm gonna say the egg. Why do you think the chicken came first?
This is just me being me, but I'm thinking like biblically, the animals just appear.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going like, way back.
Okay.
I mean, that's the best reason I got here.
I don't think I really have a theory.
Maybe like an animal laid an egg and it ended up being a chicken though. Because
Yeah,
stuff was weird back then. I mean, there was some weird
my
stuff going on.
Stuff was weird back then.
Anyway, just a fun little close.
My answer is the right answer.
I didn't really have one.
What is you guys?
I said egg.
You
I'll
said
go with
egg.
egg.
Okay, that's right. No, you did say egg. I'm sorry. I already forgot. Okay.
Well-
Leave it in the comments what you think the answer is.
The chicken or the egg, which came first? Your reasons mean even more to us because we
Yeah, I
really
wanna
have no
know.
reasons.
Yeah. My theory is the egg had to get there from something.
A different
How did
animal.
the chicken get there? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, Brooke, thank you for
Yes.
coming on and joining us. We're happy to have you here. And Royal Roofing and Solar.
Thank
Thank you guys.
Yes.
So-
Also answering ridiculous questions.
It was fun.
Good.
All right.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back.
And cut. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your services. Thank you for everything.